Closet, an original slam poem by Taylor Dane Stone. I've liked boys ever since the 7th grade when I watched the movie Grease. I mean, John Travolta in tight leather pants, that changed my life. It's worth it to add in that seeing John Travolta in the movie Hairspray, dressed as a woman, didn't. It's also worth it to add in that I have liked girls since 5th grade. I mean, boys are sticky and gross. Why would we like them? At the time, it just seemed natural. But I remember the first time I heard the word lesbian. It was at my grandmother's house, and the way she used it made me think maybe liking girls wasn't my best option. And so into the closet I bounded, not knowing what it was or why it existed. The next year I watched the movie Grease, and I heard the word bisexual. But I heard a lot of other words too, like greedy and unnatural and wrong. And so I took that word bisexual and I hung it in my closet. And I sat down and prepared to stay a while. Here's the thing. I don't really dislike closets, but I am afraid of what lurks in the dark. And at this point, the monsters in the living room were much more scary. But a few months after that, I met the most beautiful girl I have ever seen. And it's not a coincidence that shortly after our relationship started, I started to wear concealer because of the bruises on my face that started to form. But I could deal with bruises as long as I had her. But unfortunately, I didn't have her for very long. The thing is, I could deal with bruises. I could deal with jokes and insults and words flung at me, but she couldn't. She shouldn't have had to. I should have been able to hold her hand when it was all too much, but there shouldn't have been too much. I should have been able to kiss away her tears when she was crying, but she shouldn't have been crying. I should have been able to visit the hospital when those people put her there. But they should have never put her there, and at her funeral, I should have spoken. But her parents asked me not to, because apparently their daughter wasn't a dyke. So at her funeral, I sat down and I shut up. And the next time I moved, I stayed in my closet. I sat down in my closet and I shut up. Because I knew what the living room was like now.